In this tutorial we are going to learn about cin and cout object in C++. Let's talk about first cout object. Basically, first cout is a object which are defined in the header called IOStream, and which uses extraction operator to display the content on the screen. Let's try to explain more with the help of example. First, include a header file called IOStream, and using with the help of namespace standard. Let's define main function. Let's see an example. Let's define a string variable str which contain code for fun. Let's first define object cout, then extraction operator, and then variable name. Let's try to execute this program. Here you see the code for fun is going display on the screen. Let's try to display another variable. Let's take it as integer int number 1 equals to, let's take it 12. Now again we are going to do the same thing. First cout object, then extraction operator and variable name. Let's make comment of this and save it, and let's try to execute again. Here you see 12 is display on the screen. Now let's try to execute a double value. Number 2, let's make is 23.45, and again the same thing we are going to do. First cout object, then extraction operator and number 2, and we are going to execute it again. Here you can see the output display on the screen that are 1.2.3.45. Let's try to execute multiple things on the same time. Let me commit of this, and we are going to execute all 3 variables at the same time. First we are going to cout, then extraction operator, then first variable name, then again extraction operator. Let me try to new line, then again second variable, and again new line, and third variable. Let's try to execute this program. That is it. Here you see all variables are displayed on the screen. That is it for now. Let's see in next video. Let's talk about cin object in C++. First, cin is a object which defined in IOStream header, and which uses insertion operator for taking input from user. Let's try to explain with the help of an example. First, include header file IOStream, and then using with help of namespace standard. Now let's define a main function which we are defining, let's say number variable, define a number variable, and let's take input from the taking input. First we define a cin object, then insertion operator, and then variable name. Let's try to print that on the screen. Now let's try to execute this program. Now here the screen arrow, until we give the input, the screen is not going to execute. So let's take an input 23, and we press enter, and again 23 is executed on the screen. Let's try to take input as a string. Let me comment out this string str. Again we are doing the same thing, object, the insertion operator, and then variable name. Let's try to display it again. Then we again execute this program, and then we are going to enter the string code for fun. You have seen its display on the screen. Let's take multiple input. For that we are going to do the same thing that we are doing in cout object. First define object, then take insertion operator. First take a number, and then again take a string, and we are going to display the number, then a new line and a string. Let's try to execute this program. Let's first give the number. Let's take it as 100, and then we are going to give a string. So let's write code for fun. Here the output are displayed on the screen. First we take the input, display the number, 100 will be printed, and then we display the string. So code for fun is printed.